ironically, this is the one that gets you the best results as far as being able to find the earliest results. You have to go to Google. They have a little bit more archiving and automatic updating, you see. But you know what I noticed? This had to have only happened like either this time or maybe sometime recently, and then they just noticed it this time or something. Because all of these other ones, all these prior ones, are like some kind of machine that they have set up that automatically updates. And then in some of them, it's like it just automatically changes the whole solstice system. Like, it's a machine. It's really complex, and because of it, it makes it seem like it existed before this most recent one. If you look at it through Google, but if you look at it through the other search engine, because it doesn't have that automatic updating ability like this one does. As you can see, I'm using the same words. Like if I put population and stuff, it doesn't go as far back because it doesn't have that kind of keyword effect. It's probably working off the keyword. Like for example, like the earliest thing that it drops back to is literally when I started my ministry in 2013. You see right here? This one I'm gonna click on. And then even here you see it doesn't actually mention anything about the 99%, you see? It just does this fact-checking thing. This fact-checking thing seems to be what is trying to dictate this and trying to make it seem like this is normally happening, which doesn't surprise me because, you know, like usual, I've been telling you my enemy is this AI that's trying to act like all these little changes and stuff are normal, but it's not really normal. You see, it doesn't actually mention in the article there. It just talks about, like, you know, the equinox and the solstice. Like, see, it doesn't actually show anything, any pictures or anything about the 99%, you see? No actual depictions. All the depictions are in the newest one. This kind of threw me for a loop when I first saw it. Like, for example, I can give you a good example, you see? It's not in any of these other ones. It's just these ones where the fact checker is. Watch. And then sometimes they'll even go as far as to link old articles like this, you see? This has nothing to do with it. And you see how I put the fake in there to try and look up here. Family is fake. You see how they try and play that word game? But in reality, if you see where the 99% is right here, you see? It's a whole nother article, and guess where that is? It's a recent article. It's the first time this happened. Oh man, it's so cool, huh? And then they finally discovered it on that day, on the 7th. You know, I've been telling you about the 7th, man, the 777, baby. It's got to do with the outpouring of spirit, the hastening, the fasting, the hastening. Outpouring of spirit that makes people stronger, that are of God, that burns the wicked. So I'm pretty sure you see how that works. And then trying not to get too weirded out by the difference between the way they depict these. As you see in this one, this is the winter solstice. This is showing you how it didn't quite reach as much back then, you know, like another one is getting America and all the northern part. But I think that's simply because of the differences in the solstice. It could be something they automatically updated as well, but I'm just trying to show you they are not actually, it's never happened before. Like, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. And to me, this really isn't 99%, you know, like, this definitely isn't. This is the winter one. But they try and reference this. You see the fact check thing? These are the only times it ever existed. You see it? When this fact check thing. This is some kind of robot, dude. And then, see, look down here at the bottom of the picture. UTC time, December. You see, that's the winter solstice. That shit threw me for a loop. I'd already been making this, and I was kind of picking up on the size difference of how much is being illuminated. I was thinking, you know, the sun had brightened several fold, and maybe it has, but the point is that it hasn't happened. That's what I'm trying to get at. Even Google can't find nothing without using this fact checking thing. Let me see about this 2021. That's pretty recent. I mean, I started my ministry in 2020. Yep, 2020. I mean, I didn't start my ministry in 2020. I started in 2013. So 2020 was the first time. Yep, first time. Wow. That's interesting because, you know, I've been doing a lot of stuff for a while in 2020. You know, I was doing my thing around that time. So this is a fairly recent thing, like, that it's been reaching that far. And this is just pretty much the same depiction that it was this year. And that's when the COVID thing started. So it looks like they were trying to counter the good things of God with that. I want to see how I was doing in 2020. I mean, we all know that was an interesting time. Or that's like that's actually a year after COVID. Actually, I think. Like I know I've been making videos since like the beginning of that shit. Because wow, I'm not surprised that the sun is probably brightening or something. Like, because otherwise they would have been talking about it earlier than just 2020. You know, I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, that's literally when I started my fucking new page. Oh my god. Like, really, like, oh my god. Are you kidding me? I didn't even realize it was low key. Damn. That's pretty deep. Yeah. I mean, on this website at least. Because I had to start all over again because like I had this other website that was even bigger. Like, and this is what they were doing. Like, that's why it all started kind of in 2013 with that fact checker. I guess maybe people had talked about it, but they had cleaned it up or something. But they acting like I only got this many views, subscribers. In reality, look what happened. You know, past 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. That's weird how this is somehow lining up with that one, but not with the views. How the fuck is this saying I'm getting a subscriber every day? It's weird shit. Like, maybe that's the way they're making it play out. Like, they really fucked up my page, bro. Like, let me show you shit. Like, you see this shit? Flatlined the subscribers. At the same time, they deleted 2 million views just because I'm the two witnesses to mess with me and all that stuff. And then the Forever 4 is why they stuck it at 4,000 subscribers. And then look at that, it's supposed to have 22,000 because that's the 4 and the 2. And 2 of the 2, and then another million. I'm supposed to just keep doing better or whatever. Yeah, man, you could Google that page. That's how big it was, bro. Like, in reality. But can't Google my new page. It's pretty annoying. They figured out quick, bro. Like, at first I could comment and not and actually see their replies and shit. But after a while, I guess they figured out it was me because my IP or something. And all that shit, they figure you out by like all that. It's just not that hard to figure out if you know how to link things. It's really not that hard. They make you do so much verification. It's very easy to figure out who you are again. And it just made it so I was in the same little shadow band shit. Even with that, I've been somehow getting subscribers. It's pretty funny. It's probably that whole 1 subscriber per day shit or something. I don't know, like. But I bet it's like, I don't know, that's weird shit they doing, bro. They be doing some mean stuff on YouTube. That's why my bitch is actually bigger than my YouTube, bro. And it's funny as shit. Like, when you're on YouTube, you're straight invisible, bro. Like, It was just funny how, like, at the beginning of this page that happened. I wonder when I made my new one. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, I don't even need to do it. It's having fun. You know what I realized today? It's the end of the fucking globe. The fake world, man. So I started it around 2018. Right before the COVID shit, yep. Like they did that to try and silence me and trying to... Cause I realized they shut my channel down. Like totally I wasn't gonna get what I got on the first one. It was like impossible. It didn't matter what I did. So I was just like, let me go get a gig, and then let me go get work, And then they was like, I wanted one interview. One fucking interview. And then they started the COVID thing, and I was just trying to sit back, figure out how to handle that shit. Now it's funny because, like, I remember I had came up with this idea for a comic where, like, all the things that come against me end up becoming my weapon, and I get control over them and stuff, and they become like a weapon of mine against any new thing I come across. It's kind of like that in Babylon, too, which is like the fallen version of Sumeria, which Sumeria is actually kind of, like, legit at the beginning. I'll talk about that in some other videos, but it's got to do with like why Abraham actually came from there, and yeah, like they basically, let me see, like it's got to do with how whatever you conquer, like if they conquer you, like they get to be the king or whatever, like you conquer them or whatever. It's just got to be a strength, who can win and all that kind of stuff, and so it's like after I conquered these things, it's kind of like with Goku. Like that's literally what Goku be doing. Like after he conquers him, like they become his weapon. Like Vegeta and all these little sidekicks that used to be his enemy, or like sometimes he just gets stronger from fighting them. That kind of effect as well. And it's just a symbology, and it's just like that kind of thing. But that's what I'm talking about. But like I was thinking of it like just orbiting around him, like planets and shit, and like the enemies are trying to get him, but these things are always trying to get him, but they can't get to him. So like the enemies get taken out on their way to him by these things. They're like, get out of the way, I'm going to get this guy, and I get him. It's mine. That kind of thing. But it's really not even like that. I understand now. It's really like, I don't know. That might have actually literally been. Like some of those people said, a directed energy weapon, like 5G type of thing, like that kind of thing. It looked like thunder to me, and I'm 1,000% sure it was thunder. But like, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was some damn like a combination of the two. People was like saying there was an earthquake and all that, and I even saw more comments when I was looking through, watching my video when I was talking about it, that were talking about the blue light and the thunder and all that shit. It is what it is, man. I don't really care, Enough talking about it, That's the point. It's a new thing. It's been triggered. The furthest thing that the fact checker even referenced tries to add in there is an auto update to try and cover stories when I started my ministry. In case you didn't see, let me show you when I started this page. Like, I didn't like just get into my ministry until around 2013. Like I told you, I've been saying that for the longest. That's when I before like I knew about this whole 99% of the sky and all that stuff being, of the earth being covered by the sun or whatever. Like you see, YouTuber since 2007, my numbers all over by chance. Let me see, the two witnesses and the 7 spirits of God, in case you don't know the 2 olive truth. Thanks. But yeah, like, let me show you the earliest version of this you're gonna find. This is one in 2013. I already showed you that's a rowboat there. It's not even real. It's just trying to, maybe in some parallel world, people have been talking about it or some shit. Or they did talk about it and they covered it up or something. But literally, that's when I've been telling you I started my ministry. Literally with the I predicted the Boston bombing, and it was in April and all that. You know, because Jesus was born in tax season, in April and all that. It's my favorite month. It's just a lot of stuff I could say, you know, like, I'm right like usual. It's crazy, like, brought this out of nowhere. And that's when Common Addison came. All kinds of stuff, man. That comment was ridiculously big. And, you know, Comet, Haley's Comet came when I was born in 85, 80. Then left in 86. And first arrived in 84. I was in the beginning. I was in the middle of all that. You knew. But it was with the Orwell 84, Terminator in 85, all that shit. Did my thing. Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson both popped at the same time right there. So that's pretty much that. Like usual, I'm doing my thing. You know me. Thinking of anything else to say. Oh yeah, let me show you these other things. Other wording so you can see it doesn't even go as far back. Oh, I already pressed forward a bit. Population, see? See, it doesn't go as far back now. Oh, that's the fact checker again. It goes all the way back to 15 with the fact check for that. Nah, I know for certain this is bullshit. I was talking about one. It doesn't go as far back as far as like showing actual mentions of it. The earliest mention, as you can see, is the one in 2020. It's this one right here. I just wanted to be able to show you that picture. The picture was like, the earliest one with a picture was the one from 2013, but that wasn't the northern one. The northern one that gets 99% of the population. The earliest one of that one is when they actually mention it, which is 2020. That's the one I wanted you to see as well. I wanted you to see that. Well, I thought that was the earliest one. I didn't even. I was just understanding that thing about the robo thing, so I overlooked this the robo update in 2006. Literally no other mentions of it before that. And I guess even worse, you can put Equinox. What the hell? Oh, no. Oh well. Let me just turn this back on. It's so funny. You try stuff. Just so you can see the Equinox stuff. Oh, if I do that, you're gonna see all these codes and stuff that could get hacked if I do that. Nice try though, Satan. I'm not going for it. Yeah, because if I show the Wi-Fi codes to reconnect it, it'll easily get hacked or whatever. I'm just gonna end it here. You guys see that the earliest version was 2020, and that's pretty much it's just this is a new thing. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time I ever heard about it doing 99%. I don't know if that's just another robo update that they did for that 2021, but who knows now? Let's see if we can go back. 2020. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Point is a recent thing. You know, I've been doing my thing, telling you, and that's why they say in scripture is going to be no such thing as really night. It's going to be like an endless day with God doing this thing. Where it's like, I've already showed y'all the second sun, third sun at the South Pole, how they've been blocking the they can literally just turn the light off on it and shit. Yeah, that's enough of that. But it's still there. It's just making you think it's not there, but it's still there. It's just because they can't do nothing about it, really. It's just kind of make it seem like it's more dimmer.